Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I was feeling very creative the other night. Like, I really wanted to make something, and I have all this fabric and I haven't used my sewing machine in a while, so I decided I was going to sew something. And I didn't want to sew something super like simple and basic like a tote bag, so I'm going to sew a top. Now, I've actually sewn this top before, this like light blue polka dotted halter top kind of situation here. I know this is something that I can make and not mess it up. It's definitely something that you could do with a little practice on your sewing machine if you're more familiar with it and stuff. Here's the process of how I made this halter top, because I literally have so much fabric that I need to get rid of. I'm Tama, and this is my first drink of the night. Kirkland hard seltzer in lime. So the last time I made this top, I didn't even have a pattern. I literally just kind of followed the general shapes of what I saw on Pinterest. I think I'm just gonna do that again. I'm gonna try really hard not to mess up cutting the patterns out. I'm gonna start by cutting out the inside lining part, and then I'm gonna cut out the actual pattern on here. When my friend and I first got our jobs at the school that I work at, she bought a lot of fabric because she wanted to put them up on like her cork boards so that they were like not just like ugly brown cork color. So she bought like 5 yards of fabric and then didn't like it, and she bought 2 different fabrics. So she bought like 10 yards of fabric and then didn't like it. So now I have just a heaping ton of fabric that I need to use. So this is all my fabric, and like I'm not even gonna use like half of it on this project. So if you got any ideas on what else I should use with this fabric, please let me know in the comments down below. For Christmas, my mom bought me this fabric cutting mat and the pizza cutter fabric thingy. This is from an Etsy store called Honey's Heaven. Let's get cutting. So I just started out by tracing out the general shape of what I needed for my liner, and then using my fabric pizza cutter and using random objects to weigh down the fabric, I started cutting. Now, this is my first time using this pizza fabric cutter thingy, and I was a lot more scared to use it than I thought it would be, so I kind of had to go back in a lot and cut the fabric because I didn't really press hard enough to cut all the way through, so you can see me kind of struggling here. But then I moved on to my printed fabric, and I felt a lot more confident using it this time around, so my cuts were a lot cleaner. Granted, I did still have to go back in and cut some parts, but here are the finished pieces that I have cut. So 2 liners and then 2 printed pieces. Next was cutting out the waist tie, and guys, just look at how much fabric there is here. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all of this, but anyways, I was just measuring out how much I would need for my waist and trying to figure out how the heck I was gonna cut all of this fabric. In the end, I did a very impractical way of doing it by sitting on my bed and using my fabric scissors to cut along my leg, praying to God that I didn't accidentally cut into my bedding. But as you can see, once I finished, it wrapped around my waist the perfect length that I wanted it to be. Hi, my name is Tama, and this is my second drink of the night. So after I cut out the pattern pieces, I ate dinner, and then I got a little distracted because I was like, you know what, my room is a little messy. So then I started to clean up a little bit, and then I was like, okay, I need to like focus. I literally need to film and edit this YouTube video. I need to put something out this week. I'm gonna put everything together now. This is the fun part. I'm only gonna sew the sides, these 2 sides, because the bottom I'm gonna leave open so that I can ruche it, and then the top I'm gonna leave open so that I can connect the 2 neck pieces together. Sewing with my machine is simultaneously the fun part and the scary part for me. I actually broke the needle on my machine in the beginning of this year, and I literally had to take it in for servicing because it would not sew. And it was in the shop for like 3 weeks, all because I was stupid and I didn't use a zipper foot. So let that be a lesson to everyone who's sewing. Use the correct foot. But anyways, I'm just glad that I was able to sew this without any complications. As you can see, I was moving along fairly easily, which I'm very happy about. I was able to do this with no hiccups. After I sewed both of the chest parts, I started to do the ruching, which is basically just doing a very loose stitch with no back stitch and then cinching the thread so that it kind of creates like a little cup almost. So yeah, I usually do 2 lines of that loose thread so that I can kind of have a lot of grip and a lot of ruching. So yeah, I'm just pulling the threads and then gathering it inward so that it creates like a little cup. Now the chest part is all sewn up. I attached the band using the clips, so it looks like this now, and I'm just gonna sew this together and then I'm gonna flip the band and sew all the raw edges inward. This is what it's looking like so far. Not too bad. So yeah, let's finish this baby up. This part was a little difficult for me, but honestly it would have been so much easier if I had just ironed everything flat and in place beforehand, but I am too lazy to bring out a whole iron and ironing board. So you know what, we're just gonna have to make do with the clips and my hands here. But, you know, going along, I was nervous because it was such a long strip of fabric that I had to sew, and flipping all of the raw hems inward was also kind of a struggle, but you know what? It worked out in the end. Okay, the top is almost done. All I have to do is sew this neck part together, and then I'm gonna try it on. So let's hope I didn't freaking mess it up super badly. Can we just have a moment of appreciation for my posture here in this clip? Like, this is full-on focus mode right here. Okay, so here is the finished product on my body. Drum roll, please. So yeah, here's the top. Other than the fact that it's too small on me, I think I did pretty dang good, but it's literally my fault that it's too small on me because I didn't measure anything before cutting this because I'm stupid. But other than the fact that it's too small for me, I think it looks pretty dang good. So yeah, that's the top. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know I didn't really explain it that well, so I'm gonna link the video that I saw on Pinterest if you guys want to make this top for yourself. Just don't be like me and not measure anything. I don't know why I didn't think to measure anything beforehand, but yeah, just make sure you measure everything. I feel like that's a very key part to sewing. Overall, I like the top. I might just wear it to the beach, or I might sell it since it is a little small on me, but it's still like really cute. Like, I think that my stitching was very nice. Like, it's a very nice top. It just it's a little too small for me, so I might give it away or sell it or something. But yeah, thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!